Another day in paradise. I'm Sage, currently top of the leaderboard in both coins and playtime. I'm active in the game's Discord community and have helped multiple people reach the max wave. In the video, I'm going to explain how to build at every major checkpoint in the game, making you capable of going from this to this. The goal of these explanations is to change the way you think about your layout from the beginning to the end game and beyond. I want to make people capable of building their own bases for when it's no longer realistic to just copy mine. To begin with, the question that I commonly get is, what should I do with my base layout? Alright, mainly focus on three things: the range of your towers, where slimes spawn at, and what the goal of your layout is. In the early game, when it's impossible to copy a build, just focus on farming as efficiently as possible. All that means is you should place your towers as far from the slime spawn point as you possibly can while still being able to attack slimes as soon as they spawn. What I mean by that is that there are three towers that are capable of instant killing or popping waves. They are the Tesla, Inferno, and Double Tesla. What's unique about these towers is that they shoot hit scan lasers, basically meaning they deal damage instantly. This is why you will often see those towers have more kills than other towers. They just attack those waves first. Every tower has a blue circle. That's your range. The Tesla, your first hit scan tower, should be positioned so that way the edge of its range is in the middle of the edges of the conveyor in your base. This is where the wave will spawn. So if we place these Teslas across the front like so, the slimes will instantly receive a hit scan laser attack and just pop. This is important for the clearing speed of your early waves. Once you have your early wave clear, regardless of which hitscan tower you choose, you should be placing the rest of your base behind your longest range hitscan tower, one of those three I mentioned before. The hitscan tower will take care of those early spawns, and then the rest of your base can consolidate their DPS for boss waves. Something to keep in mind for later when you reach Town Hall 11, or if you're already there: without spending Robux, nobody has ever reached Wave 200 on any speed besides 1x. This is because although towers do gain a speed buff from increasing the game speed, it's not actually balanced with the buff that slimes receive. So later, when you're using an in-game build and you're trying to reach that max wave, you have to switch to 1x speed until this is patched. Alright, so your towers. They're called buildings, but really everybody just calls them towers. Your cannon is your beginning tower. It falls off in the late game, nobody cares about it, don't focus on it. Your walls are just padding. They don't make a big difference besides stalling boss waves later on. Don't invest too much into them, focus on your DPS until you get to that late game. The slime tower has ridiculous range, very low DPS compared to other towers, but it has crazy range. You just pop it in the back of your base and forget about them. The Tesla tower is your first hit scan tower. You need to be making sure that's in that sweet spot, that Goldilocks zone, killing slimes as soon as they spawn. Your gold mine is pretty simple. You just go over it to collect gold when you can. It pays itself off eventually. The Inferno is your second hit scan tower. Do not forget to move all of your base behind it, including your Teslas, once you hit that point. The launcher is very strong as well as the Inferno. They are that like mid-game, high value, low price. These two towers are the first two you should be upgrading. Air Blaster is an air defense. A lot of towers can shoot the air defenses, but these ones deal more damage to the air defenses. They're not that important. Focus on upgrading your Infernos and launchers. You can upgrade them later. Crossbow is the same as the slime tower, and then it has really long range, but it doesn't have that hit scan, and it does not have that crazy DPS. The magic tower has the same range as the best hit scan tower in the game, so you want to like even out the rest of your build with the double Tesla and magic tower and kind of build around them. This doesn't have that hit scan, but it is very strong and should be up front with that double Tesla. Bomb Tower, it's fairly strong. It doesn't have the same range. It's just a really expensive item that you should only worry about later in the game. Same with Double Cannon. They both have that weird, not quite max range, but not quite perfect. Upgrade them later. The Double Tesla is the final hit scan tower and also the strongest tower free to play in the game. You want to be making sure that you max that out after your Inferno and launchers, and then again place your base behind it, getting as much range as possible from where the slimes spawn to your tower. Time for some review. You have your walls in front, they're just padding. Your double Tesla's in the front row for early popping, and your magic tower covers the rest of that space. The rest of your towers are really dealer's choice. You'll be hard pressed to place these in a way where you won't reach wave 200 on that one time speed. The choices I made here are just my general feeling of how the towers perform and their range overlapping as best as I could get them. But regardless of where you place your towers, don't forget your gold mines. For those who want a more premium experience and have the Robux to spend, this game is very pay to win. The tower that will give you the most bang for your buck is the Inferno Tower. I have 4 rows of them. As for the game passes, the best purchases are the auto collect, 3 times wave speed, and as many coin buffs as you can stomach. But don't ever buy the Octave Cannon. It's only good at damage, it's very pricey, and ugly. Just get Infernos. That covers the gist of it. If you still have questions, feel free to leave a comment, and I or another kind Samaritan will help you out when we have time. Ciao!